Thank you very much, Catherine. As our Newport Gulls pregame show continues, now time for the manager's show. And as the rain begins to dissipate here at Cardines Field, Mike Coombs is here with his coffee on the ACBL Broadcast Network. Skip, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing pretty well. And
yeah, I do have a cup of coffee. It's pretty good right now because it's kind of wet out here and a little cold, and the coffee's good.
Thunderstorms have cooled off for what was a very hot day here, but you know the heaviest stuff went to our north and east, and it looks like we might be good for baseball tonight. Still waiting for the last couple of showers to clear through.
The heavy stuff's not due for a while. Anyways, yeah, I hope it's gone and we're ready to go.
Coach, going back a couple nights, got to talk about that loss here at Cardines Field. One of the worst losses in Gulls history as far as just total number of runs allowed, 28 to score in that one. Though even earlier on in the game, you know, the way the Gulls offense has been this season, you could never really count them out, but it just didn't go well for Newport against the Keene Swamp Bats in the first matchup.
That's a nice way to make me feel. 20-8, the worst in the history of the Newport Gulls, and I guess I get to own that one, huh?
Of course, you have a bunch of the best ones along with that too.
But yeah, that one did not set well. I didn't sleep well. I just, you know, you got to get on a bus for 3 hours. These guys did it. Got on a bus for 3 hours, rode to Keene, New Hampshire, their park, and played good, hard baseball, and we beat them up there and beat them pretty good. So, I mean, you know, it's little paybacks are heck.
Back-to-back games against the Keene Swamp Bats, two teams that just on Monday were ranked as the #1 and #2 teams, respectively, in the country by perfect game crush checker. But, you know, these two teams went after each other. Keene beating the Gulls, of course, in Game 1, but Newport really took it to them in Game 2. Newport falling down early, 4-0. They battled back, tied the score 5-5, and then scored 8 more runs to take a 13-7 victory.
Yeah, you know, as far as that ranking stuff goes, I know there's people that love doing that and they love having that, and you know, I guess it's very good for baseball and good for these guys to have that. But I was a kid once, and you know, I was in a college where we were ranked #1 and all that hoopla and everything. But you got to go on that field and you got to perform each and every day, and you got to maintain that level. And you know, once they tag you with one, everybody wants to tag you, and that's a hard thing to keep going. But you know, our kids, like I said, we got in a bus for 3 hours and rode up there and pursued it and stayed focused and got after them.
Daniel Wright was going for a 6th win of the season, and he gave the Gulls 5 good innings. Mitch Horacek came out of the bullpen and shut the door on the Keene Swamp Bats.
Mr. Wright threw the ball well. I was pleased with the way he threw, got his curveball down. Yeah, he gave up a couple and left. I think he didn't have the decision. I think Mitch was the one that came in and got the decision, right? Mitch came in, you know, when you ask him to come in, he pounds the strike zone and he fills it right up and stays right there. He does a great job. So we were pleased. In fact, that's what we had saw the night before with Pinnell. Pinnell went out there and he was, at that time, the lefty threw, and we could see that something was shutting down with their bat, so we came back with Horchuk and put him in check.
The catalyst, the turning point in that game may have been a double play ball that Charlie White beat out at first base, which could have ended the inning. Instead, the Newport Gulls went on to a big rally in the inning, and Charlie was one of the fastest runners we've had here in Newport, running hard down that line, beat it out, and Monty Testo from the Swamp Bats was ejected, eventually arguing the call. It was a bang-bang play, but it really turned things around, and Newport didn't look back after that.
Yeah. Charlie's a hustler. I think he had a couple bags last night. He stole a couple bags, so did a great job, hustled all the way through there. Everybody's hustling all the way through, you know. No matter where they hit the ball, they're hustling. So that's all I can ask for.
It was another big game offensively for the Newport Gulls, as Yale Rosen set the new Newport Gulls franchise record for home runs in the season with his 12th. Charlie White hit a home run as well, and Rob Ort went yard.
Yeah, we hit it around a little bit, and I think Melillo had one too.
And Jeff Melillo.
Yeah, Jeff did too. So, I mean, you know, they have kind of like us. I mean, we have the big tall fence and everything, but they have a smaller yard like us, like Laconia. And, you know, sometimes balls fly out of there, but you got to give the kids credit. You got to try to make sure that your pitchers keep the ball down. you know, those are things that are, you know, a concern when you play in a smaller ballpark. No lead is ever safe.
Tonight, the Mystic Schooners are in town for the 8th and final matchup of the regular season between these two ball clubs. Newport Gulls looking to try and improve to 7-1 against this team.
Yeah, they've had their ups and downs, but they can beat you. They can beat you. The kid that they're going to throw tonight at us came in here and we only beat him 2-1 on in a shortened 7-inning doubleheader game, and the kid threw well and shut us down for a while. So, you know, it's going to be a good matchup. They got a good kid going.
Lewis Concado getting the start for the Schooners. Pete Kellich will make his second start of the season for the Gulls. He's been outstanding as a reliever, 4 saves in the year, will be an all-star in Vermont on Sunday, and he gets a second start of the season when he hits the nod tonight against Mystic.
Yeah, I earlier on had put him in the pen. We had some pretty live arms that I wanted to take a look at and see if they could go in the rotation, but you see what happened. Pete ended up back in the rotation. We need his arm in there. I need to get innings from Pete because he throws the ball very well and spots it up, locates, got a good assortment of pitches, and he's pretty heady out there, smart, and that's what I want.
Newport Gulls and the Mystic Schooners here tonight at Cardines Field. Looking forward to a good game here tonight. Any injuries around the dugout? Is everyone pretty much healthy? We saw Casey Kaufman get hit by a pitch last night.
Yeah, Casey got hit by a pitch ball and a little sore, but he's telling me he can go, so I'm going to stick him in there and see what happens. But I think Ryan Halstead's coming back a little bit and doing okay, so we should be all right.
Newport Gulls manager Mike Coombs, good luck tonight against the Schooners, and as the rain ends here at Cardines Field, looking forward to baseball.
Thank you.
That's our pregame visit with Mike Coombs. Newport Gulls baseball is next here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.